All right. So like I was saying that we are looking at promotion today. I just need to start again because my recording, I think, is lost. And promotion is a very important and crucial aspect. And I was emphasizing the fact that the major challenge for SMEs is being able to promote. And it's basically because of the cost of promotion. Basically because of the cost of promotion. Because if you cannot raise the money to promote, that makes it very difficult for you to get people that need your product to be able to know that you even exist in the first place. If they don't know that you exist, then it will be difficult for us to make sales. So if in a whole year you are not able to attend any trade seminar abroad, you are not able to register on paid platform where people that need your product visit, and you're not able to get across to people in the export market that can help you do the promotion, sincerely, it will be challenging. And that's why promotion is a very important criteria for getting to export market. A very important criteria. Very important criteria. Because if I'm saying I'm ready to go into the export market, and I'm not able to let people in the export market know that I exist. Promotion involves communication of the value that a product delivers. In a manner that it gets to the potential buyer in the export market. So a business that is deemed ready to go global must be willing and able to incur the cost of promotion in the export market. And some of these include the cost of attending international trade show, like I said earlier, and participating in the exhibition abroad. Because trade fair actually create a great platform for unique opportunities to meet potential buyers of products in the export market. If I do not go abroad physically, I'm not registered on Alibaba, I'm not registered on Global Buyer, I'm not registered on TradeKey, I'm not registered on any of the major trade platforms, sincerely, I cannot be deemed ready to go global. I cannot be deemed ready to go abroad. Now, so how do we fix this problem? Considering the fact that enormous resources are involved. You know, during the physical class we had last year, I talked about collaboration, 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 collaboration. If we do not collaborate, SMEs are going to go nowhere. If we are able to collaborate, and then we can use pool resources together to market our product. Pool resources together to market. If, for example, to be able to market the product in the international market, I need, let's say, 3 to 5 million naira. If 10 SMEs come together and raise 500,000, that means one person will not raise the 5 million, only 500,000. But all of them can expose their product. But if we don't do that, only few that can raise that 5 million will be the only one that will be visible. The people that cannot raise it will not be able to. I think this is a big challenge. That's why NEPC sometimes take people abroad for trade show. But of course, they can't take everybody abroad. Only a few people are taken abroad every year for trade show. But I think that will be probably modified in a manner that different products are showcased, even if the owner are not there. But there are enough information to reach the owners if there is more need for inquiries. If this is not done, oh, my network is bad. Wow. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, but we can hear you.
Oh, madam, you can hear me clearly?
Yeah, I can. It's slow a bit, but I can hear.
Okay, if it's okay. It's the network that making it slow. But if you can see here, even though it's slow, it's still better than not hearing me. Okay, let me try something. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, let me lower the volume on my iPad, on my laptop. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, sir.
Yes, clearly now.
Brilliant. Okay, let me use my phone. I'm recording on my laptop.
It's very okay now.
I think it's better. Okay.
It's very.
It's very okay. So, can you hear me? My concern is, okay. I don't know. You can hear me, right? Hello? I can't myself. Okay. Hear me, right? Are you hearing me with the feedback? Are you hearing me with the feedback?
Yeah,
I'm not hearing anybody. I'm not hearing anybody.
Okay, can you hear us?
I can hear you. I can hear.
Oh, just go ahead. We'll manage it. You think it's really hard for you tonight?
No,
just manage it. It's up and on.
It's having feedback. I think that's the challenge I'm having.
Like one of our sisters said yesterday, network is a liar.
All right, let me just continue because of time.
Okay.
Whatever the case is, I think we'll have the recording. I'm sure my voice is clearer on the recording. Now, here are the questions to ask about readiness for promotion. How will you appraise your understanding of how to reach your buyer? What platform do you think you can use?
Okay.
Is it trade fair? Is it online? Is it reaching? I think, what's your understanding of how to reach your potential buyer? How will you evaluate your ability to obtain export market intelligence report for your product? How will you appraise your understanding of the usage of global online trade portal? How will you appraise your understanding of the international promotion on social media? And how will you evaluate your understanding of the component of international market, which include, of course, what we have talked about before: product pricing, purchaser paperwork. So the product pricing and promotion and place. The idea basically is this: I should be able to know how to reach my buyer in the export market. The guy I deal with in the UK for the shipment I did, he was at a trade mission. I went for a trade mission, and then a client of mine introduced me to him. So it was a trade mission going abroad. The guy I work with in China, I met him online. I met him through a friend. The idea basically is that we must be able to be visible to buyer destination. You might need to get someone to promote. Like I told you that there are some people in Canada, some of us, they've already, maybe by the time we finalize, some of us, our product would probably have to go to Canada, maybe in April. Now, that guy in Canada is promoting because he's personally interested to import. So we send him a lot of pictures. Now, having that kind of person at destination to promote for you is important. This is one of the reasons why I talk about partnership at destination. Because of our time, let's move on to the next one for tonight. Proficiency, skill. Proficiency, skill. Even though the senior management of a company might be skilled in managing the business, if the proficiency of the middle management and junior staff in the business is low, that will reduce the chance of success for such a business in the export market. The staff of a company that is deemed ready for internationalization or export need to understand trade risk and how to mitigate it. They need to be able to manage the dynamics of the export business. They need to be able to handle trade instruments like letter of credit. They need to design and develop new products to meet the demand of the export market. Basically, they need to be able to handle logistics and supply chain components of the business. The idea basically is that you need skill. Skill. I have a friend that sometimes when he wants to ship, he will be looking for money to borrow. And he has just gotten a payment for the last shipment he did. But because he has issue with financial management. Now, financial management can cripple a business because you won't be able to manage your cash flow. Every time you ask for it, you go and be buying raw material, buy. When you now need money for logistics, you'll be borrowing. Sometimes it will cause delay and incur more cost. Skill in business management. Skill in documentation. Skill in order management. Skill in risk management. Skill in managing payment methods. Skill in mitigating payment risk. Proficiency is so important. It involves requisite skill and competence that a staff of a company must possess for the organization to be deemed ready to go global. Proficiency can be seen as a fulcrum or the center point or rallying point that holds the other readiness factors together. To be able to promote, you need to learn about it. Skill. Production. You need to be able to produce, package. You need to understand. Skill. Pricing. Skill. So after you have learned this, you need to find a way to put them into practice. You might need someone to work with you on the first few shipments, but you need to understand the principle around you to be able to make it easier for yourself. Madam, I can see your hand up. Go ahead.
Yes, it's on this issue of payment method.
Yes.
I don't know. How does one really go about this issue of letter of credit?
No, how do you go about it? If you have I just made a statement now before I say you should go ahead.
Yeah.
About, you might, if you get a letter, now when you say how to go about it, let me understand your question before I answer. What do you mean exactly about what you say about how to go about it? You mean if you receive it, how to go about it?
No, we even have no idea. What I mean is, like somebody is interested in getting your product, but somehow, because you said you don't do credit, they need to do a
Yes.
See them hesitating, not really now sending the orders. What should you do? How do you? How do you now encourage them?
The way to encourage them is to do open account, madam. That's why I emphasize having a rep at destination to mitigate the risk of not getting paid. So doing cash against document or advance payment in which you ship the goods and your partner handle the delivery and payment would be a good way to start with those kind of clients. Because if you insist that they need to pay first, no, that will not work. But let me assure you, if with consistency and quality of your product, I can assure you, you will get advance payment ultimately. I don't know how many of us that know Dudu Osu. Dudu Osu have been in this business for a while. I have a staff, former staff that now work with Dudu Osu. Dudu Osu demand for advance payment for people abroad before we ship to them. But his product has been on for a while. He has pedigree. They believe the product is good. He has been shipping. He can demand for advance payment and people will pay. So I believe strongly you will get there at some point, but you just need to establish some credibility in the market. I don't know if I answered your question.
Okay, so what should one be asking for then?
If you ask them for letter of credit,
cash against document, or
if you ask them for letter of credit, that would be fine. If they don't want letter of credit, you can ask for bill for collection before you allow cash against document or open account. And I will appreciate if you can keep me posted. If you have someone for letter of credit and they give a concern, let's discuss the concern. Sometimes they can say, oh, they don't want to incur the cost. Tell them they should transfer the cost to you. It's not so expensive. Sometimes 1 or 2%.
I think I'll send you a message. It's not clear. I'll send you a message.
All right. All right. For me, I can hear you. Unfortunately, you can't hear me today. All right. So for proficiency, before we close, how ready for the export business? Sorry, how will you describe the level of skill of the staff of your company in international marketing? How will you describe the level of expertise of your staff in mitigating export risk? How will you describe the level of cultural intelligence possessed by your staff? How will you describe the level of understanding of payment methods by your staff? How will you describe the general level of competence of your personnel in export business management? Knowing fully well that the staff are going to do majority of the job. You might have to supervise. Even if you start by doing it because you know it, you will have to transfer that knowledge to them at some point. So they must know it also. Why is this important? I think the dearth of knowledge is a major problem for many businesses that want to go abroad. The dearth of knowledge. So for example, Madam talked about letter of credit. If I get a letter of credit, I need to know what it means and how it works. I need to know what the risks are and how to mitigate it. I need to know what the challenges are and how to avoid it. If I don't, I might have a letter of credit and it might be a clog in the wheel of the progress of my trade transaction. It can be a clog in the wheel. Why will it be a clog in the wheel? Because I don't understand how to handle it. So my recommendation is where learning is. So that means if I look at the spectrum of the transaction from beginning to the end, I'm asking myself question, where are the gaps? By the time I'm doing my first shipment, working with someone will make a lot of sense, like some of us are already doing. But that's necessary also for us to be able to master it and become independent. By the time we are independent, we should also transfer that knowledge to our staff so that it becomes easier for almost anybody to be able to handle most of the operations in order management and export. If proficiency is lacking, sincerely, it can create a lot of challenges, like some of the signs and symptoms of lack of readiness that we have talked about in the past. So, like export business, export product development, for example, export market development, export quality management, quality control, export contract order management or order management, export pricing management, export document management, export logistics and supply chain management, export risk management, export trade finance instrument management, and of course, cultural intelligence. Let me talk a little bit about cultural intelligence. Sometimes people can lose huge opportunity to grow their business because of cultural norms that they do not understand. You are dealing with a European or an American. They have a very low power distance. The way they respect hierarchy, elders, or anybody senior is different. They don't behave in a subservient manner the way we do when we are respecting our bosses or our senior. If your interpretation of respect is about the subserviency we do in Nigeria, you might have an issue with an import manager of the buyer you are dealing with. Chinese, for example, or Asians in general, particularly Japan, China, they want to know who they are dealing with. So even if you go to their country, and you have official meeting during the day, they want to invite you for a dinner in the evening to just discuss in general and get to meet you and know you beyond the official. You can't reject that kind of offer. You can't reject that kind of offer. So it's good we understand and learn about the culture of the people so that we don't offend culture in dealing with them or relating with them. In fact, you might also dress like them to identify with them while you are in that country. And some people go to Arab countries and they dress like the Arabs. All right, I think we can round up at this point today. I don't know if you're hearing me, but I'll just round off. Maybe you can take the question next week because I know it's very challenging being able to hear me today.
That's hearing. We are still hearing.
Oh, you are hearing? Okay, let me hear from you.
We are still hearing. Managing.
Let me hear from you if you have any comment or question before we close. Go ahead, madam.
Go ahead, madam.
Someone is raising up.
Okay.
It's not me. I mean, somebody is raising up.
Okay.
Yeah,
maybe,
I can see her.
Maybe it's the one I raised before.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see her.
Okay. I can ask a question. If a buyer says to you, sir, okay, now I have the go ahead to buy, to order for some things, what are the next steps? What should be our response to such a person?
The buyer said, I have a go ahead to order for some things.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Hello?
I can hear you.
Order for some.
This networks today is something.
Can you hear me? I hear you.
Yes, please, did you hear me?
I heard you loud and clear.
Okay. So I need response.
I was trying to ask you further questions to understand what you're saying.
Can you rephrase the question
again, madam?
Okay, my question is, if a buyer says to, yes, that is, my question is this. A buyer says to you, I want to buy 2 cartons of your product.
Okay.
What are the next steps? I'm ready to buy two cartons of your product. What are the next steps? Please, what am I to say?
Before you got to that point.
Yes.
Before you got to that point, have you sent him a full corporate offer in terms of the price of the product?
I signed the price of the product, yes.
And it's okay with it?
Yes. Yes, it's okay with it.
You need to get a standard contract format and send to him to review so you can agree on the terms of delivery.
Okay. Okay.
So he will now
make amendments where required, and you both agree, and then you can sign for the transaction to start. This is already ready to go.
Okay. But the issue of this air shipment, then it makes it slightly challenging, because now you need to get, if it's X-Works, you know how much you are charging for X-Works. But with the air thing, you need to get all the costings. Is it after that you now?
No, it depends. That's where the terms. It depends. That's where the terms coming. When you say he's ready to buy, when you send him your contract,
yes,
you give him FOB.
Yes.
FOB.
So if he now says CFR, you will now tell him additional cost for transport.
Okay.
But when you're doing that, okay, I'm selling this thing at $1 per unit. That's my price. If you want me to ship it for you, that's CFR, I will charge you $1.2 per unit.
Okay.
But that will now be based on my own analysis of my cost and dividing it by unit cost.
Okay, so it's not that you will just send him how much it will cost to transport. You would have factored it into your own price.
No, I'll factor it in, yes. So I will now say, I give you FOB price before at $1. Now my CFR is $1.2.
Okay.
But when you are giving such price, always make room for negotiation. So even if you are profitable already at 1.2, you should say 1.5.
Okay.
Even the FOB before, because they will always negotiate. So you will room for negotiation.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Thank you.
I have a question too.
Go ahead.
And my question is, first and foremost, I don't know, all through last week, I've been trying to pick up an NXP form. I'm always having issues. It's always saying my.
You've been trying to do what?
Pick up an NXP form.
Where are you picking it up from?
They said it's online.
Where are you?
Site. Online.
You don't pick it up now, you feel it.
Yeah, as in feeling, okay, maybe I didn't say the right word. I've been trying to feel it. So it's always the password does not match what's it called?
No, this is what you should do. This is what you should do.
Okay.
You have a TIN number.
Yeah.
Are you shipping by air or by sea?
By air.
What's the quantity?
The quantity. It depends. Sometimes I ship as like the other one. I ship as much as 500 kg. Sometimes 250 kg.
Okay, so you don't need NSP for that because it's not significant.
I'm preparing for a big one now.
No, I know. I'm just saying it. Yes, I know. But this is what you should do to get your NSP platform ready.
Okay,
where did you get your TIN number? About 2 to 3 tons.
Okay, from 2 tons.
2 to 3 tons, yeah.
Okay.
When it's they see that as commercial quantity, and then they will tell you to open NSP.
Okay. Okay, but from the other hand of my clients, the 500 kg is being seen as a commercial. They are charging her for commercial.
Who is charging her?
Did you get that?
I didn't get that.
Like the recipient in Dallas. The 500 kg you are saying is not commercial here. They are charging her for commercial there. And she asked me to be breaking it down.
Who is charging her?
Is in Dallas. I don't know, to receive at the other hand. She said they are charging her for commercial.
I know. If they will charge her now, they will charge her. It's not commercial. It's just that it's not
so tangible, right?
Yeah, in Nigeria, it's not a reasonable quantity that will make us open NSP. For now, nobody will force you to do that. But for your NSP, to resolve your NSP, what I would recommend you do is which of the FRS of you get your TIN number?
Okay. I didn't get that. It's echoing.
Which of the FRS of you get your TIN number?
Okay, Akowanjo.
You need to go back there. Tell them you want to update your record.
Okay.
Give them a new email and your phone number.
Okay.
And your factory address.
They
will update your record. You need to write them a letter and put all that letter. No, you can see the same email.
Okay.
If possible.
All right.
Immediately they update your record, they will give you a what's the name? A printout. When you have that printout, let me know. We'll connect and both of us will do it on Zoom together.
So is it not? Okay.
Please, we will be interested in that too.
Okay. I'll just do that.
I said we'll be interested
second question.
in that.
I said I'll do that.
We can do it on a Saturday like this now, so everybody can see it.
Okay. And the letter of credit too.
Okay.
And letter of credit
during the week.
Okay, what you can do on letter of credit is maybe next week. I hope we'll be able to start on time. I can spend about 10. You want me to talk about letter of credit, right?
Yes. Yeah, the payments, all these payments.
That's fine. We can discuss that next week. Okay. Remind me next week.
Okay, so
okay. Thank you.
Second question I have.
Go ahead.
Second question I have is that how do I translate? How do I translate from I don't know how do I put it now? Translate from operating unofficially as an exporter, like the clients have been supplying. I've been doing it. I told you. I think I said before, unofficially, as in not as a registered exporter. Now, if I want to tell them, because I've been collecting money in Naira, I want to collect dollars. How do I translate that?
The person has been paying you in Naira.
Yeah, she's been paying in Naira.
I know. Open a dumb account. Tell him to your dumb account. To your dumb account now.
Yeah, I'm already doing that. So now, it's going to pay the account. It's going to be automatically dollar.
Yes, now you give him the dollar account and you calculate in dollars so that will pay you in dollars.
Okay. So the assignment I have for this week is to go to FIRS office and update my.
Please do. If you are able to get that printed by Saturday, then remind me on Saturday. Okay. When I finish next week, we'll do it together online.
We'll do it as a group. Okay. Thank you, sir.
All right.
Okay.
All
right. Thank you very much. See you next week. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank
you
very much. Thank you.
Dr. Bamdele. Have a nice night.
Thank you so much.